and good morning everyone. How are you guys doing today?
Waalaikumsalam. Good, Miss Aina.
Good, Miss Aina.
Thank you for participating in today's meeting. Before we begin, please introduce yourself. Each of you should introduce your names and position first before we proceed to read our agendas for today.
My name is Siti Aisha binti Kamaruzaman.
My name is Fatin Natasha binti Nur Anwar.
I am Nur Adawiyah binti Nur Muhammad.
Alright, that's great. As everyone knows, the purpose of this meeting is to discuss on the business process that needs to be improved by McDonald's.
Before we go further to our main objective, let me share a bit on McDonald's background information. The first McDonald's restaurant in Malaysia has been opened at Bukit Bintang on 29 April 1982. Today, there are more than 200 locations around the country at McDonald's Malaysia, which is currently growing in around 20 to 25 stores per year. In Malaysia, McDonald's has provided numerous jobs. With 120 support personnel, McDonald's Malaysia employs almost 10,000 local workers in the McDonald's business headquarters. McDonald's vision is to be the world's best by providing outstanding quality, service, cleanliness, and value so that they make every customer in every restaurant smile. McDonald's main objectives are to provide outstanding food in a friendly and enjoyable environment, to be a socially responsible corporation, and to give good returns to stockholders. McDonald's equipment are refrigeration systems, freezers, ice machine, cooking equipment, ovens and steams, griddles and grills, broilers and charbroilers, and microwave.
I would like to add on something regarding McDonald's customer. There are two internal customers which are employee and managers. Employees are important to McDonald's because they offer customer the service and products. McDonald's employee will have a beneficial impact on the business since they assist the company achieve its goal by providing excellent customer service and high quality meals. The second internal is manager, which is manager help to McDonald's goal of giving good returns to stakeholder, as well as ensuring that employees are working and motivated to produce high quality items. They have a beneficial overall impact on the business since they are committed to bringing a good service and profit. Next, the first external customer is community. The community will help McDonald's in improving quality, which is one of the McDonald's goals, as well as making it a joyful and welcoming atmosphere. The second external customer is suppliers, help in obtaining high quality product, as well as enabling quick production by sending supplies at the appropriate times, ensuring that the goods are fresh and the business never run out of material.
As for McDonald's core process, there are four. So the first one is the supplier relationship management. So it is the process of managing the relationship with the suppliers of goods and services. So in McDonald's company, the relationship with suppliers of goods and services are crucial. It's a must as the business involves manufacturing food as their products. For the second, it is the new product or service development process. It's a process of taking advantage of market opportunity through sales. And McDonald's often come up with new products constantly every year. So that is one of their core process where they will market opportunity through sales by promoting their brand.
We'll be continuing with the next core process called order fulfillment. It is one of the process of delivering product and services to the satisfaction of customer. McDonald's were a well-known business that sells a variety of fast food that compatible with customer tastes, as customers are able to have MADI as their meal whenever they want it and choose their favorite menu. The last core process of McDonald's is customer relationship management, where it is involved the process of managing the relationship between the customer and keep them satisfied with the services. MADI is known as friendly customer relationship with responding to all customer queries, and MADI has one respond to customer complaints regarding harmful meal compositions, and since that they have created products that are low in fat, sugar, and produce a healthy meal. All the nutritional content is now listed on the label to create awareness among the customer.
Now that we have been briefed on the organization background, let us move to the next agenda, which is on the as-is process. First of all, what is the name of the process that needs to be improved?
I will describe a bit about the current process that needed some changes, in which the process of McDonald's counter service that is run by a cashier who will directly taking order from the customer. The process started with customer order meals at the counter service, and when they arrive at the counter and reach the cashier, they will order the meals based on its availability, and cashier is the one who is responsible to inform the customer about it. If there are many people, the customer might need to queue first before started ordering. Then the cashier will record the order information in the system and confirm the order with the customer. The system will deliver the order information to kitchen, and the kitchen staff will be preparing the customer meals while the customer made the payment. Customer then will receive their receipt and waited at a waiting counter. Therefore, sides and beverages will be prepared by the cashier itself and placed into the packaging together with the main meals from the kitchen and give it to the customer. And then they are good to go.
Continue with a McDonald's as its cross-functional map, which is on the counter service. There are two persons responsible for this cross-functional map, which is cashier and also kitchen staff. So as for cashier, they will be responsible with anything that is related to the customer. As you can see on the diagram shown, they will handle the customer when they make an order, and when the cashier itself receives the order, and when the order being recorded in the system, and that is when order being confirmed, and then customer will make a payment, and then they will receive their receipt for the payment, and then they will need to wait for the order at the waiting counter. And then until they receive their order, the cashier needs to receive the sides and beverages from the kitchen staff first, and then it will be given to the customer, and that is when the order is completed.
Meanwhile, for the kitchen part of cross-functional map, the kitchen staff are responsible only for two processes. The process is involving receiving an order through the system and preparing the main meals.
I see. But then, what exactly caused the needs to improve the business process? Is it because of the complaints that McDonald's received from the customers?
Yes, that is one of the reasons why the process needs to improve. Aside from that, analysis on McDonald's counter service current situation. By analyzing McDonald's counter service, we found that the ordering process was slow. The process of ordering through counter takes too much time and decelerates other works process. So there are several causes that lead to the problems of why the ordering process is slow. So first, manpower problems is one of the causes that leads to the slow ordering process. It occurs as there are less staff present or available during work process, as there are different sections and tasks in the working process during the ordering activities such as cashier, cooks, and its assistants, waiter, cleaner, and all that is needed. So when there are loops in one of the positions, the other works will be affected as well in order to fulfill the needs of that particular job. Next is the raw materials. It also plays parts in causing the slow ordering process problems. It happens as there are in a sufficient amount of cooking ingredients, as McDonald's always been packed with people, so there will be problems of running out of cooking ingredients and not having enough food that is ready to be served, which will lead to a delay food processing. So this will affect the ordering process to much more slower. Other than that, machines as an important part of the ordering system had also become one of the causes, which is why the ordering process are slow. So the system used for taking orders in sequence from the customers, and to be able to do it automatically and systematically will have to be connected with the premises wireless fidelity connection. So when there is a problem with the system, this could mean that the system are offline, as the wireless fidelity connection are having a problem such as low internet connection or even broken, and it will affect the slow ordering process. As for environment, it had affected the ordering process by having too many customers that are present in one's premises. So McDonald's are known to be one of the most popular and always packed with people, and having too much customers where it will be too much to handle, by which it will add more burdens to the workers. And as of that, premises spaces are the kinds that are limited space area where it would not be enough to support too many customers, and if such situation happens, the place would be crowded and it will slow down the overall operations. And in terms of measurements, there will always be problems with the new workers, especially in the counter section where they would be giving or taking wrong order to or from customers. and it happens as they are new and still lack of training. As for the last one, which is the methods, manual ordering process through counter service actually takes more time than we think, and people will need to queue up first, then continue to order food while choosing the one they want, and the cashier will take their order. Then customers will have to wait for their orders to be done. That is a lot of time-consuming activities that needs to be simplified to ease up customers' ordering process, and that is how McDonald's are suggested to utilize a technology as good as they can to fix the slow ordering process.
Wow, that is quite a lot of problem that cause the slow process of the services. How do you guys propose the process to be improved? What are the new process to be replaced with the current?
I and Miss Ada has proposed for a new process, or so-called as to be process. It is named as kiosk self-service. A self-ordering kiosk can be used as a self-service food ordering system, allowing customer to place their order directly at the kiosk. The kiosk is small freestanding physical structure that display the whole menu for customer to select from. Order are placed at the POS without the involvement of a cashier or waiter. Self-ordering kiosk function particularly effectively in fast food restaurant, quick service restaurant, and casual dining establishment with heavy foot traffic. Miss Ada, can you explain the process?
Yes, sure, Miss Natasha. Firstly, of course, you have to go to the McDonald's kiosk. McDonald's staff will give you table flags. To begin ordering, simply touch the screen and there is always an assistance button underneath. If assistance is required, there are generally a few staff members patrolling in the kiosk area. After that, two choices will appear, which are eat-in or take-out. Choose either one. The menu is divided into sub-menus such as drinks, hamburgers, meals, all-day breakfast, and so on. There are other sub-menus under this to assist them narrow down their order, such as chicken, fish, burgers, or whatever else they wish. Next, after the customers make their choice, they can customize their order, which means putting their order exactly as they want. This is far easier than repeating what they want to a cashier numerous times. After they have selected the item they want, simply click the customize button and go to the next process. Since they have done customizing their order, they can place their order right away. There's also a review section that reviews every customization and option, so they can double check their order before confirming the order. After confirming the order, customers have two options to pay the order, which are by using cash or debit card. Then insert the table flags number and they will receive receipt for their order.
Yes, the process does not end there. After the order confirmation has been made, the system will deliver the order information to the kitchen, and kitchen staff in charge will be preparing the customer meals. Lastly, after the order completed, if customer choose to pay using debit, they just have to go to their table without need to queue and waiting for their order to arrive at their table. But if they choose cash payment method, they have to queue to make a payment at the cashier and then still need to queue at pickup counter to take their order.
Now I will explain about the cross-functional map of to be processed. As you can see, the process is using less human energy and reduced time to queue at the counter compared to cross-functional as if process. This is because this new system is using technology and it is more efficient. Miss Natasha, can you please explain how the cross-functional map of to be process works?
Yes, of course, Miss Ada. In system, the process is the same as what we explained just now. In cashier system, customer who choose to pay by using cash, they can pay at counter. After the order is confirmed, order will be delivered to kitchen and then kitchen staff prepare the order. Lastly, cashier gets side and beverage and order is complete, ready to eat by customer.
And what could be the benefits of this new to-be process for the internal and external customer of McDonald's?
Glad that you asked before I forgot to explain what the benefits is. We justified few benefits. Firstly, it can lower the cost because no management is required for McDonald's self-order kiosk. Not just that, it requires speed and choice, which means by using a kiosk instead of transferring information to a person behind a client, the client is more aware of exactly what goes into order. It can also reduce queues by implementing a self-order kiosk.
Miss Ada, there's one more benefit.
Really? What is it?
It is consistent interaction. Customers who use kiosks will find in any McDonald's on the world exactly the same level of service. You can set expectations that are easier to fulfill. You won't have to worry about employees making error when you order and getting a Big Mac sooner or later. The touchscreens can help to create and promote a more relaxed dinner. You can customize up to 30 burger, 2 kind of buns, 12 topping and 9 sauces from your taste menu. Not a bad way to get your product touched by your customers.
Wow, interesting. I will go to the McDonald's right after our meeting.
What kind of measurement are being used in the project re-engineering?
As for types of measurement used in the implementation of project re-engineering, there are two, which is qualitative and quantitative. So in determining the achievement of succeeding the re-engineering process, there are two quality measures used in the process of the implementation of kiosk self-service. So the first one, based on our observation, is the percentage of customer satisfaction rating McDonald's kiosk self-service as excellent and good. And as for our next observation for qualitative, it is on percentage of customers giving complaints or feedback on the kiosk self-service and the counter service.
As for quantitative measurement, McDonald's company use quantitative measurement to measure the percentage of customers that order McDonald's product through kiosk is higher than customers who order through counter service. Based on the survey, the analysis shows that 90% of customers order their food through kiosk. Another 10% feel that this improvement does not satisfy them. Furthermore, second quantitative used to measure the percentage of labor cost when implement kiosks are lower than counter service. Based on the survey, 95% of employers agree kiosks can reduce their labor cost. Another 5% of employers did not agree with the statement.
Well, I see. And what do you guys think that is critical for the success of the project?
It is because among the factors that lead to the success of the project are a methodology and project approach. It is far more than merely changing the structure of the McDonald's company or a few positions of the McDonald's staff. The approach must encourage the McDonald's project team to embody the behavior and culture for the new environment and compel workers to team up to benefit the entire company on a long-term basis. Furthermore, a business focus which is success depends on the integration and support for such integration into new infrastructure and values of all three processes, technologies, and organizations. McDonald's designs a kiosk that offers McDonald's has become better and more modern technology utilization, including self-service kiosks for all customers. Next factor is it takes time for business re-engineering. Implementing the new design, evaluating alternative, and supporting the transition is a 2-year or longer collaborative process. McDonald's in Malaysia started its operation in 1982. In 2016, Malaysia intends to implement cash-free installation in which the customers may pay for himself at self-ordering kiosks via his debit or credit card. Lastly, visible and active leadership. This is the most important factor for critical success. Managers must show a long-lasting commitment in terms of cash, employees and management visibility to business re-engineering. Encik Azmi Jaafar, Managing Director and local operating partner of McDonald's Malaysia, engaged his workers in a tight dialogue on the goals and improvements of the business and lead to McDonald's improving and competitiveness.
Indeed, I understand, but won't the team be facing any problems during the implementation of the improved process?
Of course, every single team that shall have something that will cause of the success of the plan. Implementing the new process could be the critical task, therefore the team's member need to play an important role, including the team's leader. If there were a problem with the leadership, then the problem might occur among the team's member. The problem also might come from the behavior of the team's member itself, such as the behavior of a Lone Ranger or the pretender. The Lone Ranger will affect the team since they are tend to work alone, and this might lead to miscommunications. And moreover, the pretender, in which this kind of behavior are the most difficult to deal with. They are not contributing anything in the teams and always giving an excuse regarding their task when being asked, and might delay some of work progress. Lastly, the implementation of the self-service kiosk may fall through the cracks when there were typical problems arise during the implementation process. This kind of problem may result to project delay, and the team might facing some problem in the future. It is important to plan well before we proceed with any project at all. I guess that is all for today's meeting, and before we end our meeting, does anyone wants to add on anything or any questions? If not, let us end this meeting here. Thank you for your active participation.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Miss
Miss
Aina.
Aina.